The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard. Line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. 50. Mike 50. Hey, tight down. There you go. Hey, easy. Be ready.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Motion. Mike's 50.
They run with Murray. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Bravo.
Now Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return will stop right around the 25. Thomas, the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. To throw is Cousins. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs. a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, easy. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yo. We got 21. 21. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Hey, wahoo. Check my 50.
Throwing now is Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A first down throw for Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Cousins again. It's caught in the end zone. touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That's two really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Check it out, read. Sammy!
Throwing on second and long. Breeze. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave They created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mike. 95-56, 95-56. 11.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And some room to run now. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, Zoo. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the 27, Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Saints on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Sammy! Come on!
From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Whoa! Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, kill. Baby, that's baby shot. Hey, look.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And the pressure gets to him again. Ben Gideon. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready? Mike's by 4. Too little, cut.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Easy, opposite.
From the 27, Breeze. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now Cousins. Yeah, he's got it. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Shift. 2.
They'll run for it with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Mike 50. I got you. Hey, Charlie. Mike 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it. You kill. Mike 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Mike 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This game really becoming a one-sided affair. Pick 6 there. It's in danger of being over before halftime.
And that's going to be a major league test for both of these teams because, look, you feel like you've got this thing locked up, right? But on the other side, in the other locker room, it's going to be a test of pride now. Forget speeches, forget adjustments. What kind of pride do they have to start the second half?
This will be taken short. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it and they take it away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Bailey got the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Saints, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. From the red zone now, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming for you.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Murray. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A run, it's Murray. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Vikings 63, Saints nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. Now Breeze lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go. Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Seven's the mic. Who that? Who that?
First down. Here's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. The Saints on third down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Breeze. And he finds Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down, Saints.
Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Murray, running right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs.
And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken short. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Anthony Harris on the tackle.
Young lady.
2nd down 6. At the 39-yard line.
Rush in. Kill.
They go with Murray again. And he'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Saints on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Good. Mike 4, ready. Mike 50. Over. Let's go. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Breeze to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, baby. Ready.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Murray. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Ready. Yellow waiting, yellow waiting. 50. Rip left, rip left. Thirty-six. Kill. Mike 50. I got him. 3 seconds.
Breeze now. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, so they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Check 3.
Following the interception, Cousins flushed out right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's complete to Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Marcus Davenport able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. And that's caught by Smith. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Cousins here to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.